Hey there, and welcome to another trip report. Today, I'm flying with Malaysia Airlines on board one of their Boeing 737-800s from Kuala Lumpur up to Hanoi in Vietnam in economy class. Kuala Lumpur International Airport is split into two terminals, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. Malaysia Airlines uses Terminal 1, while Terminal 2 is home to most low-cost carriers serving the airport. Stepping inside the terminal, it's a massive space with a canopy-style ceiling throughout the check-in area. Terminal 1 is set up with a main building where the check-in and immigration facilities are, along with the A and B gate areas for domestic flights and the G and H gate areas for international flights. And then there's a separate satellite pier consisting of the C gates for international flights, which are accessed by the automated people mover Aerotrain. Malaysia Airlines check-in for international flights in economy class is at aisle H, where you'll find staffed counters for baggage drop. There are also self-serve kiosks at the entrance to the aisle for printing boarding passes and baggage tags. Getting in line at baggage drop, the wait was about 5 minutes before I was able to see an agent. They took my bag, checked my ID, and handed me my boarding pass. The lowest international economy class fare is dubbed Economy Light and includes both a 7kg cabin bag and a 10kg checked bag, while the next level up to Economy Basic includes a checked bag that is double the weight at 20 kilograms. Heading through to the gate area, there are some shops in this space before reaching the two checkpoints for the gates, with one for domestic flights and the other for international flights. To enter the international gate area, you pass through an immigration and customs checkpoint and then security screening before landing in the international gate area. The gate concourse has a similar modern and open feel to the check-in hall, and as you exit the security checkpoint, there's a large model airplane display. My flight is set to depart from gate H8 today, which is down at the end of the H pier. Heading that direction, the ceiling lights in this area have a neat starry sky sort of look to them, which is a nice effect. To enter the gate area for H8, there's another security checkpoint and a passport and boarding pass check. The gate only opens an hour before departure, so until then, passengers have to occupy the few benches and floor space outside of the gate. The actual gate area for H8 is a large space with tons of seating and charging stations in a couple areas. Getting a look at the aircraft taking me to Hanoi today, I'll be on board this 11-year-old Boeing 737-800 that was first delivered to Malaysia Airlines in June 2014, was briefly transferred to their low-cost subsidiary Firefly for 2 months in 2021, before returning back to the Malaysia Airlines fleet in July of that year. It was retrofitted with a new cabin and seats in 2022, which it's still operating with today. Malaysia Airlines has 41 of this aircraft type and is gradually taking deliveries of the newer Boeing 737 MAX 8 to replace this fleet by 2028. Malaysia Airlines boards their aircraft by assigned group number, starting with Group 1 for business class, Enriched Platinum, and One World Emerald members, Group 2 for Enriched Gold and One World Sapphire members, Group 3 for Enriched Silver, One World Ruby, and various Flex Pass holders, and Groups 4 to 6 for the remaining economy class passengers. Boarding got underway 30 minutes before departure, and I'm in Group 4 today. Stepping on board, these refurbished 737-800s are in a two-class configuration, with 12 business class seats at the front, followed by 162 economy class seats to the rear. The new cabin features slimline seats with a leather back and base, and a unique-looking color scheme as opposed to just one solid color. It feels modern and clean, despite the seats being quite basic, with no adjustable headrest and no entertainment screens at any of the seats. The economy cabin is in a 3-3 layout, and I'm booked in seat 18F for today's flight, which is a window seat on the right side of the aircraft just after the wing. Settling into the seat, the width is fairly standard, with a raisable armrest between me and my neighbor. The legroom's okay, and at my height of 5'10", I have a couple inches of space to spare for my knees. In terms of cabin baggage storage, there was plenty of space in the overhead bins at the time I boarded, but I was able to fit both my large backpack and personal item under the seat in front of me quite easily. Looking at the seat back in front of me, at the top we have a slot for storing the safety information card for this aircraft. Below that, we have a device holder that flips out to mount your tablet or phone in place of an entertainment screen. To the right of the device holder, we have a sticker with instructions for connecting to the onboard Wi-Fi and using the free personal device streaming service. And to the left of the device holder, we have both USB-A and USB-C charging ports, but no AC power outlets at economy class seats on this aircraft. Further down on the seat back, we have the tray table which folds out for use and is mounted on adjustable rails. Below that, we have another pocket which holds the rest of the provided reading materials, including an air sickness bag and the in-flight magazine. Up on the overhead panel above the seat, we have personal reading lights, adjustable air vents, and the attendant call button for the row.
Still flying for Hanoi. For refurbishing, this flight will take approximately 3 hours and 5 minutes. Whether while departure today is good. In the meantime, we are still...
Crew to arm and cross-check order.
Please take note of the luminous strip. In an emergency, you better secure fasten. Seat is in upright position. Table stowed and your window shades are up.
Climbing away from Kuala Lumpur, the flight time to Hanoi is just over 3 hours. Pulling out my laptop to get some work done, using a 13-inch laptop in these seats is doable but definitely tight, even without the seat in front of you reclined. These aircraft are equipped with Wi-Fi for passengers to connect to the personal device entertainment, but there's no Wi-Fi available for other services like browsing or messaging, even as a paid option. Connecting to the network and keying in the streaming homepage, you're brought to the MH Studio, where you can browse the movies, TV shows, music, and podcasts available for on-demand viewing through your device. This is where that device holder at the top of the seat back comes in handy if you're using your tablet or phone. You can also view the in-flight maps through this portal, though it doesn't seem to show the current location, so it's basically just a satellite view of the Earth. The system also has several issues of the Malaysia Airlines in-flight magazine for viewing as well. About 15 minutes after takeoff, the cabin crew started the in-flight service. On this 3-hour flight, there's a full hot meal and beverage service for economy class passengers. The options for the main course were either nasi lemak with prawn sambal or salmon frittata. I went for the more traditional nasi lemak, and the meal box was provided with a bottle of water as well. Included in the box, we have the main dish, a packet of fried anchovies and peanuts for topping the nasi lemak, a packet of salted peanuts for snacking, and a banana cake for dessert. The cutlery packet provided with the tray is a set of eco-friendly wooden cutlery along with a toothpick. The nasi lemak with prawn sambal was impressively good, very flavorful, with a good amount of spice to it as well. The banana cake for dessert was good too, and despite being prepackaged, it was super soft and fresh. There was a full beverage service as the meal trays were being cleared away, with options including Coke, Sprite, apple juice, orange juice, water, coffee, and tea. I opted for a tea, served cold, which was a nice way to end the meal. Getting up to explore the cabin, there are 3 lavatories on board, with 1 at the front for business class and 2 at the rear for economy. Stepping inside one of the rear lavatories, it's very small with only enough space to turn around. Back at my seat, I'm getting some work done with another hour and 45 minutes to go before we reach Hanoi. "30 minutes before landing, we received one final update from the cockpit as we began our descent.
When the destination is arrived with a surface temperature of 28 degrees Celsius, subject to weather and traffic condition. Our estimated landing time now will be 11:55 a.m. morning.
After touching down at Hanoi's Noi Bai International Airport, we're taxiing over to Terminal 2, which handles all international flights, while Terminal 1 solely serves domestic flights. On arrival, I'll head to the immigration hall first, and then onwards to baggage claim.
Every crew disable doors and crossing.
There was quite a long line at immigration, taking almost 45 minutes for me to be processed. Thanks for joining me for this trip report, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now for some comments on the experience overall. As the flag carrier of Malaysia, Malaysia Airlines provides vital links both domestically within the country and internationally across Asia, Oceania, and Europe. For medium-range flights, the economy class cabin on their Boeing 737-800 is comfortable and clean, and the meal service was tasty, but the lack of general Wi-Fi and AC power outlets were disappointing. In general, this was a good experience. Nothing particularly special to write home about, but nothing that would make me steer clear in the future.